Hi everyone, this is Farah, and today I'm doing a really fun video of just hypothetically if I could only have 5 handbags for the rest of my life that had to be luxury, that had to fulfill all my needs, and that I think I would never get tired of, what would they be? So these are kind of just like my top handbags of all time, essentially. Some I may own, some I may not, but it's just a fun kind of way to think about if, really, do I need all those other handbags that I have, or can I really make do with just a few? So it's kind of a challenge. So you guys, if you haven't already kind of thought this through, I would love if you would comment below, what would be your top 5 handbags that you had to keep for the rest of your life with no other changes, no other ones you could buy or switch out, that you really think would fulfill everything for you, whether it's just enjoyment or use. I would love it if you would comment down below on those 5. So I have thought about this for some time because it's fun. And so I have my top 5, and I kind of made it fun for myself just to also keep some variety by choosing different fashion houses, designers, just because I thought that would kind of be fun. But I realized that wasn't actually too hard for me to do because I wanted to have different bags, and they ended up being different designers. So they are all different designers, but I have my top 5. So in no particular order, my number 1 bag that I think I would love to have for the rest of my life would be none other than your typical Chanel bag. So the Chanel medium double flap and the black lambskin gold hardware, I think is such a classic timeless bag that would just get me through all decades to come. It would be like my black casual bag and my black dressy bag, which I think is always one that most people can make use of. So and it's just such a classic bag that it's not one that I'm ever gonna tire of. So just the classic black double flap is what I would like to have, and so that would be my first one. My second bag, also staying with a really classic fashion house, is going to be an Hermes Birkin. And Birkin, Kelly, I keep going back and forth between those, but I really think Birkin is the one that I would pick. And I would pick the gold on gold, so the gold color with the gold hardware, and in the 30 size, because I think that's just like the most in between kind of size that can be worn as a day bag, and also can fit a lot of essentials, not too small, not too big, kind of your Goldilocks in between. So that would be the other bag that I really think would be like a functional like tote bag or work bag that is such a classic that I would never tire of it, because it's always going to be, that bag that everybody kind of, desires decade after decade. My number 3 handbag would be my Speedy. So it would be the Speedy 30 in the Damier Ebene bandolier version, so it has a strap. And the reason I picked this is because I think this would be a good everyday casual bag, but then it could also be a work bag. It could also be a travel bag, like a carry-on type bag. 30 is not a huge size, but I think it's a good size. The 25s are, nice. They are nice bags, but honestly, the 30 I think really is just so easy to get in and out of, and can just fit that little bit extra that I would, if that was the only one I had to pick for the rest of my life, I would pick that one over the 25. So the fact that it's also a canvas bag in the ebene, so the leather is not treated, means it would hold up really well over time. So I would like that. And so far, if you've noticed, it's kind of, the bags so far have been neutral. So the first one was black, and then the second one was kind of that, more of a tan color, which is also a good neutral to have. And then this is with the being more of a dark color. And I love the pop of red interior on the Louis Vuitton Damier Ebene bag. So those would be my top 3 so far. And I've got 2 more. So my 4th bag would be Dior bag, and I would go with the very classic Lady Dior in a neutral shade. And the two shades that I think about is they've kind of had this like beige, whitey, creamy beige versus the, I think it's called the metallic pink lotus color, which is like a very blush pink color, or just without it being metallic, it could be, you know, just that blush pink color. I wear a lot of whites and creams, and I do like pinks, or there's pink detailing to a lot of my clothing. I think pink also goes good with jeans and blue colored outfits. So I think it's it's a pretty neutral enough color for me. So I would love to have Lady Dior, because I think, again, that's the history with Princess Diana, it just gets me every time, and I just think it's such a beautiful bag. Like, out of all the bags, I just think that bag, just the structure of it, the quilting, the detailing, it's just so beautiful. Like, I just love that bag. So I would want that in like a medium or small size, because I think then that could be, again, kind of a day bag to evening bag. So I would have between my Chanel flap in the black and the Dior in a more lighter color, neutral nude, or the light pink. It would kind of be my, you know, can go as my evening bag. So I've got my black one for the Chanel and the Dior one as my nude bag. So that would be number 4. Then number 5 is just kind of my wild card bag. So this is the bag where every time I look at it, it just, you know, makes my heart happy. I've always liked. It's just would be, you know, that additional bag that I would just love. And for me, I think if you watch my channel, you know, I just love Balenciaga. I've always loved Balenciaga bags. There's something, I think, sentimental about it in a way, because all those years growing up, I would watch the Balenciaga cities being carried around. I just wanted one so bad, and that was the first ever luxury handbag that I got. And so I think for me, it has that sentimental part of it, but it's also just a bag that I think is gorgeous. I love how it's, you know, understated without any labeling, and it has just such beautiful detailing. The leathers are always nice. If you get it in a colored version, the colors are just so vibrant. I mean, nobody does color like Balenciaga. I think it's just, they have some of the most beautiful colors. And I would pick a red color, like a reddish orange color in the classic city size. Again, I think that bag can be a work bag, a casual day bag, and it's got that like little bit of rocker edge to it, which I like, so it makes it fun. So that would be kind of like my wild card fun bag with that pop of color for anytime I want it. So, you know, that's my list. Like, when I think about that, like if I really just had those bags and I didn't have any other handbags, I think that really would satisfy all parts of my life, from your work day to day. You know, I've got my tote bag in there. It would fit my travel lifestyle, because I've got the Speedy, you know, that's pretty secure with the zip. It would definitely fulfill work requirements, with the city bag, with the Birkin, with the Speedy. I mean, those can all be used as work bags. And then for date nights, evenings out, getting dressed up and carrying a bag between the Chanel and the Dior, which can also be worn casually, that would definitely fulfill those needs too. So I really think my list, for me, of course, is just kind of an all-around list, which is fun to always kind of imagine and dream about these things. Of course, I definitely have more than 5 handbags in my collection, as you guys know, but it's fun to sometimes imagine to be a minimalist, because I think for me too, I am trying to be more mindful about my purchases. So this kind of tells me, as almost as like a mental exercise, that, you know, I could be more minimal and probably still be really happy. You really don't need all those things. It's more things that you would love, that you would use. So who knows, maybe one day that will be my 5 bags that I have. I wouldn't be opposed to, you know, having things that I really love, but if I had to pick for right now, that would be it. And like I said, I would love to know your list. You know, what would be your top 5 bags that you could just have for the rest of your life and not need anymore? Please list them down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you loved it. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.